Image, your beats are so fire.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? We are live. Appreciate everybody that's here. What is going? What did it just say? Just
crazy. Like you can. There's so many Bryce Young highlights you can't even pick at this point. There's so much choice now.
All right, I'm having an issue with one of the
5 seconds after the show started when you ain't had no issues before.
Because you want to be honest with you. No, to be 100% honest with you.
Are you running a video game on your little monitor?
No, I chose Twitter instead of Twitch. I tried to switch it. Well, yeah, you need a Premiere thing. So I switched it while the thing was going on, and it's saying we're having trouble streaming to Twitch. This may be an issue on Twitch's end. So let me remove it. Let me add it again.
Yeah, issue on Suge's end.
Probably.
Yep.
Probably. But happy Tuesday. Yesterday was Veterans Day, and we do have a veteran in the stream, and that would be Mr. Hendo. I was going to make a joke, but I'm not going to do that because out of respect for Hendo. But happy Veterans Day, Hendo. Appreciate your services. Much love. We appreciate you.
The job done.
No, Hendo ain't served nobody. Like, it's fine. He was in South Carolina the whole time. I mean, I appreciate your intention, Hendo. I don't know that you protect.
Thank you, pay the bills. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I do appreciate you keeping pay the bills where he's at though.
It's always your own people. Michelle Beadle said it best.
Yeah. Man, you calling Michelle Beadle now? Wow. That's wild. That is unbelievable.
She said it'd be your own people.
That's not what she said.
She said a lot of things.
We have been gone for a couple of weeks. We had some family stuff going on. Hendo was out at the game. Bronny, where's the donation link? It should be in the description, Noah.
So Noah?
Bronny, the day of we normally do our thing. Was the election, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it was. Yeah, last Tuesday. So we haven't been doing a show for last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
What's that?
Election was pretty much over by the time we come on, but okay.
No, I kept the faith until.
No, I mean, as far as
Bronny, were you at Howard? Were you at Howard?
No.
Okay.
No. I was at home.
Yeah, apparently that's the place Hendo always wants to go to after work.
Home, yes. I always want to go home after work.
But he has the wrong link. What? That's the right link. Okay, whatever. But it's been a while, so real quick.
Brian ain't going outside.
That ain't true. I got a play to go to apparently on this weekend. I have.
See
what play?
My niece is in a play.
Home Alone,
and she's got like 3 parts, and I'm just like, but you ain't in the line, so I'm probably not gonna be there. No, there's other stuff happening, and I know I'm probably not gonna go. My nephew said he'd film it for me. He'd record it.
Oh. I mean, that's kind of messed up, but okay.
She's not, you know what's messed up? I know that she's never gonna see this because she's told me to my face that she doesn't watch my YouTube, me and her father, our YouTube videos because quote, we're not funny. That's messed up.
I mean,
touche.
I mean, I would kind of agree with that. Like,
No.
I think you have funny moments. I think Jose tries too hard to be funny, in my opinion. Like, you don't have to try so hard, bro. Like, he's a tryhard.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
I might have to retire from. He's in the chat, right?
Is he? I didn't think he watched the show.
I'm sorry. How come I don't have powers to bring up comments anymore? Sugar.
You should have powers.
Well, I'm clicking and nothing is happening.
Let me see if I can bring it up.
Or can you take yourself down?
Well, you can only. No, I can't. You kicked. Oh my god!
I didn't kick it. Don't you start? I didn't. I didn't kick.
You didn't hear? You didn't hear?
I didn't kick anybody out.
You gave power back to Colin.
What the hell?
It's amazing how this happened around the election time.
I was saying last Tuesday.
Get the hell out of here, Ronnie. You're gonna have to send me. I see what happened. My uncle messed with something, so you're gonna have to send me your email so I can redo it.
Oh, your uncle.
Yeah. Not my white uncle.
He's not technical enough.
Right.
Right. Oh yeah. Right. He ain't with no bubble stuff.
If you would scroll to the top of the comments, you would see.
Right.
What?
You would see the Jose was the first comment.
Yeah.
I don't even see that. All I see is live viewer comments show up, and then Brandon Buck.
Wow.
Oh wow. Well, send me your email. I'll fix this. What up, Jared?
So Jared.
With friends like these, he needs enemy. Exactly. But we haven't been here for a minute. We haven't been here for a minute. But how are you doing, Hendo?
I have a migraine, but I'm all right.
You got a migraine, man? Go to bed.
I just woke up.
Okay, well, that's unfortunate.
Exactly.
Did you take anything for it?
Yes, I did.
Well, I hope you feel better, man.
I do too. But for some reason, I got woken up by text.
Oh, that's crazy. You should hit silent on that phone. I don't know who's texting you when you're in the middle of a nap with a migraine. That's inconsiderate.
You tell me.
It must have been important though.
It wasn't.
It's probably very important. Rodney, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay.
I'm dehydrated.
Oh, you haven't had that? Oh yeah, he's working on that same bottle of water from the last couple of weeks.
First of all, them 2 bottles are gone. What are you talking about?
Okay, well that should be true in like a day and a half, bro.
I drink a lot of water.
It's a big bottle.
It ain't that big.
Well, this started off amazing.
Incredible.
But we got a lot of football to talk about, especially this week. I was doing my pick'ems for my work. We have a rollover because nobody hit the Monday night game. Miami won, but everybody chose over the points. So $200 rolled over for this week. So it's like probably a $400 pot. So I had to really focus, and I picked some teams that I don't know if I would normally pick, but we'll see what happens.
Well, that'll certainly work.
You're right.
I did last week. I picked Carolina. I was the only one that picked Carolina at my work.
It didn't work last week. The money rolled over. You didn't win it.
Right.
Well, yeah, but I picked Carolina though. Beat the Giants. Shout out to Ferris. Did you message him?
Miami.
No,
I didn't pick Miami.
I'm friends with Ferris. I don't rub it in when my team beats him.
All right. He already knows his team sucks.
Yeah. Now, like when we played FIFA online, and I whooped his ass like 3 times in a row, I'll let him know about that periodically.
Now, that's different.
All right, let's get into some of these games that happened over the week. Patriots beat the Bears.
Not even that fast. Okay.
What's going on? What's going on with Caleb Williams?
Why are we talking about the Patriots and the Bears? This is not a Patriot nor Bears channel.
Well, we're going over the scores from last week, and all I said was what's going on with Caleb Williams. But since you just don't want to talk about Caleb Williams, like Hendo just kills the mood.
Yeah.
Did you discuss this with anybody and say, "Hey guys, we're going to start doing this, or we're doing that," or you just decided I'm just going to do it on a fucking whim?
We do it every week.
Hendo.
We literally do this.
When do we talk about all the games every week?
Hendo.
We always talk about the scores every week.
Look at our 3 names. Only one of them says host of Steel Conspiracy.
Y'all can put your names as host.
Nah, brother.
I don't have the ability to do that anymore, Suge.
You can change your name. First off,
I'm a fill-in. I'm temporary. I'm a temp. I'm through the agency.
49ers beat the Bucks. Chiefs beat the Broncos on a blocked field goal. Still staying undefeated. Bills beat the Colts. Vikings and Jaguars was a snooze fest. Saints beat the Falcons. Chargers beat the Titans. Cardinals absolutely put the whooping on the Jets.
They're a big team.
But Adam. Yeah, but I don't think Adams wanted to go to a losing team. Eagles absolutely spanked the Cowboys. Shout out to Caleb. And the Lions beat the Texans.
Leave Caleb alone. He's in enough pain right now.
Well, no, he should be feeling better. Dak's out for the year. Officially. You get some Cooper Rush, get some Trey Lance in there, get a spark, get things moving in the right direction.
No, put the punter in.
I mean, you can try that too. No, the sky's the limit at this point, Ando.
Yeah, that's true.
Dak is gone.
Dak's gone. Zeke's
no idea, bad idea.
Thank God they didn't get Derrick Henry. Thank you, Jerry Jones.
Yeah, because then you might have gotten Saquon Barkley.
You know we weren't paying Saquon that money.
You know that. Paid Derrick that money.
We paid Derrick $16 million. We weren't paying Saquon $48
million.
Real quick, shout out to Noah. It says, hope all gets better soon. Should go Ravens. Shout out to Noah. Appreciate you, man. All right. Let's start out with the Panthers. Getting that winner.
No. You take that down. You rewrite that with your normal flair that you have for the Panthers. Because it's never Panthers lose a football contest. It's always the Panthers, get steamrolled by whoever. The Panthers boarded and sunk by the buck.
Panthers choke opportunity away.
Sounds about right.
No, we'll stay with this. Panthers get the win over the Giants. 20-17. Daniel Jones throws 2 interceptions. Bryce Young, 1 touchdown, 126 yards, 15 for 25. But Chupa Hubbard, 153 yards.
Did you just call that man a cross between Chuba and Cooper? You call that man Chupa Hubbard.
Yeah, is that not his name? Chupa Hubbard?
Chuba.
I'm Mexican. I see Chupa.
You sure you are?
Yes, I am. I'm positive I am.
Since last Tuesday.
Y'all saw the DNS test. There's Mexican in there. Not a lot, but it's still there.
Mexican in there.
So you're not going to choose the predominantly dominant side?
A Puerto Rican?
Black.
A Puerto Rican, sure.
African. Thank you, Jay. This is why.
Shout out to Jay. Me and him have been playing some Fort together. We've been having some fun, playing with a lot of cool people. It's been great.
Jay, he claiming the Mexicans. Jay, stop it. Draw a line in the sand.
Y'all are so rude. But Carolina gets the win. Rodney, should be Carolina. I mean, I saw this. You guys were talking about this on your podcast about tanking. Should Carolina be trying to tank purposely, or do you think they should be out there trying to win games?
They're already trying to tank purposely, but that's not a coach and player thing, right? Coaches and players don't try to lose games. It's the organization that puts you in the worst position to win. They're already in the worst position. They're the worst team in the league. Whether the number of games that they win is going to be determined by their schedule, and if Bryce can continue to progress or even just keep up the level of play that he's shown over the last couple of weeks. They're not winning their next game. They're playing Kansas City, unless they're going to be the ones to take down the Kansas City Chiefs, which
they are.
That's been coming for a few weeks. I might pick Carolina in that one, honestly. But after that, like I said, it's going to be determined by who they're playing and how Bryce Young looks over the second half of the season. So it's not really a conversation about tanking at this point. They just need Bryce to go out there and play as well as he possibly can so they can make an informed decision on whether or not he's going to be the quarterback next season.
Gotcha. Hendo, we know that the Giants, I know Brian just said the Panthers are the worst team in the NFL, but I think the Giants are right there with them, even though they have a lot of talent. Daniel Jones is absolutely killing them. As far as being a quarterback for that team. Do you think that the Giants need to make a change at quarterback, or do they just ride this out for this year?
I think they should ride it out. But because they have this hefty insurance policy on Daniel Jones, they're probably going to bench him so they don't have to give him the money, which they shouldn't have done in the first place. But if they let him play, they have been also losing games. And then
the talk is that he's played his last down for the Giants.
Facts.
So
I say play him. But if he get hurt, he get hurt. Y'all paid him $40 million the last couple of years anyway. So what? Go out there and get you Shador Sanders.
Yeah, because you got Tyrone Tracy, you got Neighbors, you got Singletary.
They got the ball. They got the ball in overtime, and Tracy was like, "Not me, not today." He talked about, "I don't want it. Wanted to win." The owner told me I was going to start a job next year if I let this ball go, and he just strapped the ball and was like, "Oh, no, I didn't get it."
The Giants have a way out from Denny Dime Thief.
Yeah, it's a clause in the contract that after this year they can let him go. But
yeah, they've paid most of the guaranteed money. But if he gets hurt, like if he gets seriously hurt, then they'll be on the hook for the rest of it.
Yeah. Hey, he can come be a backup in Carolina next year.
I don't know why you say such you just go after people for no reason.
I think it changes scenery. I'm not saying he'd be a good starting quarterback, but I think a change of scenery might help him.
And a change of scenery will help him in that he won't be in New York anymore. He's not going to be a better quarterback.
For the NFL.
Well, good thing is I think you got this week off, right, Brodney?
Yeah, so they got 2 weeks to figure out how they're going to let Pat Mahomes whoop their ass.
He's going to be a backup in Baltimore.
We want to talk about motivating that O-line to block. Put Daniel Jones on that sideline. Every day of the meeting, that O-line coach is like, you are one bad block away from Daniel Jones taking the rest of your season.
All right. We had a barn burner Thursday night. Ravens versus the Bengals. Joe Burrow, 428 yards, 4 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson, 290 yards, 4 touchdowns. Not much in the running game, but that passing game, Jamar Chase, 264 yards and 3 touchdowns.
I know you ain't buy that ugly ass helmet. I know you ain't buy that ugly ass helmet.
Tylen Wallace, 115 yards, 1 touchdown, which really, 3 catches, 1 touchdown, 115 yards, but a bulk of that came from one pass where I guess Bengals defensive players decided, hey, we're just going to try to push you out of bounds instead of actually tackling somebody.
That's right. And we're not even going to do that.
And now we're gonna do that. So, Hendo, you were at the game. You know, can't afford to, to buy a Patreon, but you can afford to be at a Ravens game. But it is what it is. How was it?
Wait a
Give
minute.
us your.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's okay. Give us the. You were there. You were near the field, or were you in the nosebleeds?
Nah,
where
bro.
were you?
We were right at the end zone. Like we were right behind John Harbaugh.
He could have punched Tony Gonzalez in the face if he wanted to from where he was at.
Bruh. My child got some amazing seats.
How was it? How did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was fun. Like for once, I went to the game and I let go for a little bit because I don't like people close to me, and there was some people really close to me, and we had some issues. But then I just said, you know what, I'm gonna chill out, have some fun, and it was an amazing time.
That's awesome. Did you buy any food?
Nah.
No.
We actually ate before. She actually treated me to dinner before we went to the game. So
what'd you have for dinner?
We went to Refocus Vegan. I had a crab cake.
So he had grass. So you gotta make him come up with something on the spot to make it sound like he ain't just grab a handful out the lawn on his way to the car. Sorry.
I don't know. I come around here anymore.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say a word. But being there, Hendo, being at the actual game, give us your thoughts on Jamar Chase, the overall game. Like, just give us your thoughts on the whole game, because I know you must have been kind of like, okay, we're down 21, and then all of a sudden you guys start making this comeback, and Jamar Chase is just absolutely destroying.
It was a tale of two halves. Like in the beginning, like that first half was so boring. Most of us were literally just talking to each other. Like for the first 2 quarters, we were just like, "Yo, it's dead in here." The energy was down. Like nobody was into the game. And then third quarter, after Marlon Humphrey made that fumble, and everything picked up. And I'm gonna tell you, Jamar Chase, bruh. And like I said, we were at the end zone. So the first time the Ravens went up, and it was like, all right. And I turn around because somebody asked me a question, and I'm like, yeah, what's up? And by the time we finished talking for about 15 seconds, I turn around and there goes Jamar Chase in the end zone. And I'm like, yo, it was one play. What just happened? And then the second time, he threw that touchdown play. We saw him coming to the end zone. I'm like, all right, well, he about to score. Turn around, start talking to some people, finish talking. He still hadn't crossed the goal line. Like he stopped, started walking. And I'm like, yo, why is this dude not in the end zone yet? And then I look and say, oh, it's nobody around him. Like it was really amazing that Jamar Chase was killing them. And actually, that was the end zone where Lamar did the run. And we were just sitting there like this. Lamar is amazing. The rest of this team sucks.
That's rude.
Outside of, some offensive pieces, Tyler Wallace. We were cursing out Rashad Bateman because he dropped the touchdown, but he caught the next pass for a touchdown. But yeah. Man. But it was actually a great game, though.
Real quick, Hendo, Jay says, does turf or natural grass taste better, Hendo?
You know Hendo doesn't eat that processed stuff, Jay. It's natural, man.
When I stop coming around here, y'all gonna ask why. Don't wonder, don't question. Just know I hate all of you people.
That's not true.
Yeah, what do you mean by you people?
You people. Take it however you wish.
Hendo, I don't make fun of you for being a vegan.
Yeah, you do.
No, I didn't make fun of you for being a vegan either.
I like your shirt, though.
Thank you. It glows in the dark.
Nope. Like it. Good shirt. I can't even say something nice to him without him.
No, I said it glows in the dark. What are you talking about? I said it glows in the dark.
You giving away that mini helmet?
Yes, Sunday. I believe so. If I do live stream, I'm giving this helmet away.
Oh, already giving it away.
What you mean? I bought it. I bought it to give away.
Not that. That you're doing a show on Sunday.
Jay says you don't hate us, Hendo. Maybe a little irate, but hate isn't so powerful.
It is a powerful word. You guys do irritate the fuck out of me.
That's so rude.
Not all you.
I'm
Not
just,
all you.
I'm
Listen,
just
pay
trying.
the
I'm just
bills.
having a
Me
good
and me
time.
and pay the bills. We good. We cool.
You gotta sit here and say you cool with murder pay and you mad at me? That's what you gonna say right now?
Wait a minute.
Bronny, he cool with Buck because he was the first Buckaroo, so
That's true.
he
And
was cool.
I
He's
can't,
cool with
I can't begrudge him that. Like first Buckaroo that's a special bond.
facts. But what did you think about this overall game, Pendo? Actually, I'll go to you, Bronny. I'll go to you first, Bronny. What did you think about this overall game? It was a big game. Bengals seemed just to be, a step. So, what was your thoughts about the going for two in the last couple seconds?
Yeah. My main thoughts were one, like it was nice to see Brandon Stevens and them, escorting Jamar Chase into the end zone, making sure he didn't get lost, didn't get hurt. The streets in Baltimore are tough.
They did it like a security detail, though.
They was all around there, man. He's like, give him some space. In terms of going for two, I thought it was the right decision. If you're the worst team and you go for two. You're not going to outlast Baltimore when it comes to an overtime period where you got to play offense and defense and all that. Like you're unstoppable, right? They have not been able to stop you. It's 2 yards. Go get your 2 yards. But my main takeaway is that there is no one better. And apologies to Hush Doucette, but there's no one better on this planet at football than Lamar Jackson. And anytime they get down, he's got an answer. And that's been true for most of his career. But I mean, obviously he would have ups and downs at times, and there's been no downs this season. And it doesn't look like you're watching a guy who's in the zone, kind of who's on fire. Not like you're watching a Jeremy Lin streak that is going to come to an end. He looks just comfortable and it looks easy, and it looks like this is just who he is now. Gotcha. And sorry for Joe Burrow going to Cincinnati.
He threw it 56 times. Like that's wild.
Yeah.
They couldn't run the ball, even though they got one touchdown, 42 yards. Ravens didn't really run the ball. They ran the ball 16 times, only 68 yards. And Lamar didn't run the ball that much, but it just was a passing game. 56 thrown by Burrow, 33 by Lamar, close to 700 yards, 718 yards, I believe, thrown total between the two. Just chucking the ball everywhere. It was a good game to watch, very entertaining. I agree with you, Bronny. It was right for them to go for two. I do think there were some missed calls, but that's just the way it is. Hopefully, the rest can get that cleaned up. Because it was unfortunate. We do. I think that fans are going to complain because they feel like, oh, if that doesn't happen, we should win the game. But you really don't know that. What if they call it in the next play? Burrow throws a pick or Burrow fumbles the ball. So you really don't know. Would you have liked to have a call? When there's something egregious, sure, but at the end of the day, you don't know what's going to happen after that point. So it is what it is. I don't think you can't. There was a lot of opportunities for the Bengals to score. I think they went for it on a fourth down a couple times and still were in the game. So, I mean, all you can really do is say, hey, it's not just the missed calls. It's also, missing on fourth downs, things like that.
Yeah, it's tough when the missed call is on your literal last play. But they missed calls both ways in that game. The refs are terrible.
But
what up, Jeremy?
But you can blame, like you said, you can blame Joe Burrow. What's up, Jeremy? You blame Joe Burrow for the third down and fourth down. Instead of going for the first down, he went for the home run twice in a row. Instead of just looking for the first down. You can blame him for that.
I saw somebody on Twitter in the first half, saying that that's why the Bengals offense was moving, because Joe Burrow was taking the short stuff when they just needed to keep the chains moving, and Lamar was going downfield, and that's why their offense was sputtering. So I went and I looked. I was like, I'm watching the game. That's not going to strike me that way. And Lamar went downfield one time on third down.
Right.
And then, like you said, Joe did his thing. But I mean, listen, there's, I guess, always going to be that portion of Ravens fandom that feels that way about Lamar. It's whatever.
Yeah. Question about your defense, Hendo. How do you feel moving forward?
What defense?
Yeah, what defense? How do you feel moving forward with your defense?
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
Because I mean,
they can't cover. Listen, outside of one game versus Buffalo, because they don't really have any premier wide receivers, they can't cover anyone. Quarterbacks are having field days against them. What, Brady?
Cleveland doesn't have any premier receivers either.
Facts.
I think they stepped up against Buffalo because, and you know, maybe this is a stretch, maybe this is just kind of a narrative thing, but I feel like they're tired of hearing people say that Josh Allen's better than their quarterback.
And I think they took that personal too. I do, because you know, when Cedric Tillman and Elijah Moore are out there just beating you up, something's wrong. Jameis Winston hasn't started a game in 2 years, and he just comes out there and lights you up. They relaxed days ago. But listen, put Josh Allen in front of him. Oh, you better than them all? Watch this. Yes. Yes, the defense ain't doing. The defense isn't. They aren't defending anybody. They don't know if it's the coach, and they don't know if it's the players. I know it's a little bit of both, but what can you do at this point? They had an opportunity at the trade deadline to go get somebody, and they went and got the washed up shell of Tre'Davious White. I mean,
have they had a players only meeting yet?
That's what listen, and this is what the Ravens fans are hoping on. They're like, when they have their players only meeting and air out their grievances, whoa, watch out for their defense.
You gonna bench the rest of them like you did Marcus Williams? Is that what's gonna happen?
And
I don't know.
And we watch Marcus Williams get worse after the benching.
He said, "Screw y'all."
I don't know.
It's about $70 million guaranteed anyway.
I don't know what podcast it is. I think it's a Ravens player, something purple, but they're gonna have Elliot from our team on their podcast talking with each other this week because it's Ravens Steelers.
And Elliot used to be a Raven. Yeah.
It was Elliot a Raven. Okay, but
Elliot used to be a Raven. Yeah.
Okay, so they were talking in the video show. He goes, he says something to the player. He goes, what did he say? He goes, "You guys are 32 in pass defense and something in, or rush defense, and then like something in pass defense." And the Ravens player's face just goes like he's just like so right. So it's just like it's pretty funny, and we're gonna talk more about this game because it's gonna be a big game for us, both teams. Because this is it's gonna be a big game for both teams because it's gonna decide. It's not gonna decide, but it's gonna put someone in the division lead, and also in second place in the AFC. So we'll definitely be talking about that. But I gotta find out what podcast that was. But before we get into that, Steelers beat Steelers beat the Commanders. And just overall, I just want to get your guys' thoughts because I know Ravens in a blowout.
That's right, Dre.
That hasn't happened.
That's right, Dre. You know where it's at.
Hasn't happened in a long time, but we'll talk about it in a little bit.
I'm very, very interested. Well, actually, I'll say I'm sorry. You go ahead. That's for me.
Yeah. But we'll talk about this game. Couple plays that happened. I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. First, I was going to say the fake punt, but
yeah,
sure.
Yeah, it was stupid on your side.
I think it was a great play. I think it was a great play.
You're on your
because if he catches the ball, that's a first down.
Right, but you have an opportunity of so many things going wrong. A lot of these guys aren't offensive players. and you're relying on
that
them at the 30-yard line, where if it goes bad,
Hey, them other dudes ain't defensive players either. And,
well, that guy, that Pierre is definitely not a defensive player. But I like the call, and it was an aggressive call, and you thought, okay, cool. If we don't get this, our defense, can carry us. And they were able to score.
it wasn't a bad call. It was the positioning on the field for me at the 30. Now, if you were,
But that still makes it a bad call if you think it.
But I mean, if you were at 50 or whatever, and it didn't happen, cool. I know my defense is going to shut them down. Cool, but at the 30, it's almost like a guaranteed field goal from that point.
Yeah, I still like the call, but I get what you're saying. Then we had and Bronny, you've talked about this, and you said there needs to be a chip in the ball. No, sorry, not that we're not going to talk not about that one yet. But Jaylen Warren gets stood up, and normally they don't let the running back continue to try to run if he gets stood up. Mm-hmm. And Chen comes, strips the ball, and I think Jaylen Warren kind of had been like, "Oh, okay, they're gonna whistle the ball dead." You played till the whistle, but and they had a ref come on. Who is it? Gene's Territory, I believe. Come on and say, "Yeah, that ball should have been dead." Things like that. Look at the end of the day, I'm old school. You have to play till the whistle goes. Doesn't matter what it is.
So I'm sorry. So why isn't that the same call when they're at the goal line and they get stood up and they wait for somebody to come run and push them in?
Well, no, but that was the thing. It was. I agree with you. But this
flip-flopping.
Yeah, they flip-flop it a lot. But at the same time, like if you're running the ball and you have 7 people around you that are on from the other team, you have to hold on to the ball, or just go down, or whatever.
Listen, the thing about that is, and I hear what you're saying, Suge, but like if you have that many defenders around you, you're not going to be able to go to the ground. They hold you up, and you're not going to be able to hold on to the ball forever. Right. No matter how strong you are, that's 7 of them, right?
You gotta go limp.
Go ball on them. But again, this is what we talk about. It's the ref's responsibility. They let these plays go on way too long, and particularly on offense. I don't want to see a team go for a quarterback sneak, get stopped, and then 3 seconds later get a second surge because a couple more linemen came and joined the pile. Like, it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. You're putting the defense in a no-win situation when it comes to that. So I guess maybe a little payback over here at the expense of Jaylen Warren.
Yep.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Like, I was upset that it happened. I wasn't really mad about the refs not blowing the whistle, but you got to be able to hold on to the ball in that point. Then we have what a lot of people are talking about, the 4th down play. Jalen Daniels throws to Eric's, and he catches the ball, goes to one knee, kinds to turn to stretch it, but he's met by 2 Steeler players. He goes down. He tries to stretch out the ball, and they call it short. Brady, you've talked about this a million times. There needs to be a chip in the ball, because at the end of the day, that's either a human error or just a bad angle, and you can't really see, we could see from the TV, but the refs have different angles. They said it was short. They go to the monitor. They can't overturn it, maybe because they felt like they didn't have enough evidence, or they were like, no, he's short. What are your guys' thoughts on that play? And did you agree, disagree? Any thoughts?
I don't think it's. I know there was a time when it was maybe necessary, right? But like, we're decades past that at this point. Mm-hmm. Like if I'm proposing anything to you that requires a 10-yard measurement, and I say, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get 2 sticks, and we're going to get 10 yards of chain. We're going to chain the sticks together. We're going to hand it to the most elderly people we can find, and we're going to tell them, jog out to the spot that the play ended in a straight line, and put the sticks down, and you tell me, did that guy make it 45 seconds ago? It's the dumbest system in sports, period. Like, it's ridiculously stupid. And they do it for the optics. They do it for the suspense of the guy pulling the chain out and all that. And they do it just because, hey, that's the way we've always done it. Why change? Well, change because it's a ridiculous procedure. It's a ridiculous method to determine the outcome of these games.
Right.
Gotcha. What about you, Hendo?
Yeah, it's stupid. But like I said, listen, it's hard, especially in those situations where you have a call and you say, all right, short, and they look at it. And if they called it short, you have to have irrefutable proof that it was actually a first down. And it doesn't mean that the call is always correct. It just means that they couldn't prove that the other one was incorrect. So they have to go with what stands. And it's about time that they do something. And they know that they can do this. They make enough money to make these changes, but they don't want to. It's like, for what? For who?
They serve the ball over 100 miles an hour in tennis, and they do not miss the calls on whether those shots are in or out.
Facts.
Totally agree. We did get Mike Williams just joined the Steelers. He gets a touchdown, the game-winning touchdown, and then goes an IG post up talking about the red line. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers. He hit him with that, which was pretty funny. You got some beef going on now with PQ and Washington's tight end, saying that PQ tried to hurt him, and PQ tweeted at him and said, where to find me. So that was pretty interesting. So
he's a tough guy now, huh?
Yeah, tough guy now. He got TJ Watt backing him up.
Yeah,
Yeah. Unfortunately,
he didn't block him on Twitter. That's what you know.
Unfortunately for the Steelers, Highsmith got hurt, but you made the trade for Preston Smith. Now, good news is they just confirmed today he's only going to miss a couple weeks, so he'll be back probably for the Kansas City game. I'm assuming, but
I don't want no excuse. Y'all getting smoked.
But you went out and got Preston Smith for this reason. Nick Herbert's supposed to be coming back. He looked good when he had played for Highsmith. So I think Dre and Jay are going into it. I don't want to really click on their comments yet. Preston Smith ain't shit. Okay. All right. Cool. I mean, let me tell you something. If you are a fan of the show, if you're a fan of these two men, you are a fan of Coach Evans. He was breaking down the Steelers line, and let me tell you something. He will tell you he's a little worried right now. He's like, we got to do certain things, and this Steelers dude looked like he played Legos all day.
Listen, I'm backing Dre. Preston Smith ain't shit until he go up against, your boy.
First off, I don't like Legos, so. But I'll just remind you that your record versus the Steelers isn't good.
We should also remind that Preston Smith would instantly be the best edge rusher in Baltimore.
This is true too.
Because ain't none of y'all shit.
But this is why you get. This is why you get
from weeks 1 to 4, or Kyle Van Noy today.
1 to 5.
Oh, okay.
He worried the Ravens going to be ready. Yes, Coach Evans is worried because you have to either single block TJ Watt or you got to chip him. And then you got the other side. Also, too, Cam Hayward in the middle.
Yep.
Like he was running over a lot of people.
Ogunjobi.
Yep. PQ starting to look like he playing side to side now. He looked good. He looked good against some Commanders.
I wouldn't be worried about that. So I mean, the Steelers are going to be able to rush on the Ravens line. They don't have anybody that can block TJ Watt. Realistically, they don't have anybody who can block a combination of Preston Smith and Nick Herbig if he's back for this one. But I'll ride with Lamar all day on doing enough to win that game against the Steelers defense.
100%.
Where you need to be worried is can Brandon Stevens and Marcus Williams and Eddie Jackson do anything with George Pickens and Mike Williams and Calvin Austin?
And why is George Pickens trying to UFC fight cornerbacks?
Why not?
But hey, did you see the Giants clip though of him just looking like he jumped off the top rope?
Yeah, he's an entertaining player.
He's a thug.
Oh, that's true.
Steelers have trouble with fast backs. Keaton Mitchell will gonna go off. Sure, we'll let him go off. But if you guys don't score touchdowns, we're not worried about it.
But we do score touchdowns. That's the problem for you.
Yeah. When Lamar throws the ball, hold on.
This ain't your bubblegum chewing uncle's Ravens.
Well, first off, when the Bengals don't push players out of bounds, yeah, y'all score touchdowns, and they're lazy. When you have Lamar, let me tell you something. If Lamar's running in the backfield,
bro, let's not act like Joey Porter Jr. shutting people down. Let's not do that.
He ain't. Oh well, I mean, McLaurin's a good. That motherfucker's good. That guy is.
Like I'll put money on Joey Porter to shut down Rashad Bateman.
He's not going to be able to do it.
George Pickens is a bully. Yeah, George Pickens is hilarious. Like he straight UFC tackled that dude, and then someone said he looked like a vampire trying to bite his neck.
and Sugarton, you're welcome. You're welcome. We give rap y'all that.
I mean, y'all did.
Yeah, T. Higgins to the Bengals. Y'all are so generous.
Stupid.
Well, I mean, what did Carolina get? What did the Cousins get? Hayden Hurst, Justin Houston, Jadeveon Clowney. But you giving Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, George Pickens and T. Higgins.
Jay says Bateman's gonna shut himself down.
First of all, Jay, he had a touchdown.
Haruki Nakamura over here.
You know you like Haruki.
He says, I know y'all been getting us. This season will be different. Trust me, Lamar not having that shit, and we not having it. In Lamar's eyes, I see it demon time. I mean, look, you can't. He's the 2-time MVP.
About to be 3.
I'm not gonna deny it, but he hasn't played good against us. Stats wise, he hasn't played good. Now, I know Raven fans are gonna come back and say, well, if our receivers wouldn't drop the balls.
We ain't worried about last year. We talking about this year.
Everybody has a team that kind of has their number. Everybody does, and that might just be it for Lamar. Kind of like how he has Cincinnati's number, and it hits every single time. And he has the NFC's number in its entirety, except for the Giants.
Until this year, until we play them later on. Got something for them. We about to hit them 60. It's just like Pittsburgh. Even in your heyday, y'all just couldn't beat Jacksonville. Like for some
reason. What reason? I have no damn idea.
I swear to God.
The Panthers. I mean, not the Panthers. The Patriots. The Patriots. Yeah. I mean, they're just good. Jaguars. You're walking out Bruce Bortle, and you're like, oh yeah, we got this. Oh, you're up 6 touchdowns on us already.
I thought Blake Bortles had arrived for that game. I was like, oh shit, like dude can play.
Dude is a baller. Then he'll go up the next week, no touchdowns, 3 interceptions. No, he's not.
Yeah, no, he's not.
He just hates Pittsburgh.
Every time I see Jacksonville, I'm like, I don't want to play them. I don't even want to see them.
I don't know what.
I don't even want to see them. All right, we'll get into the Steelers Ravens preview. Let's what happened?
You forgot the P on preview. Now it says we're time traveling.
Review. Yes, sorry. Preview. So this game, why haven't they flexed this game to Sunday night?
Because I think it's the Steelers blocked. Somebody blocked it for whatever reason.
One of the networks, I would imagine.
Yeah, one of the networks.
No,
they did. They said, no, we're not giving up this game.
We're allowed to block a certain number of games.
Because who actually would have thought that this game during this time of year, they were going to have 7-2 versus 7-3?
I would have thought it was going to be regardless, because the Steelers never have a losing record.
I mean, that's true.
So why wouldn't it already be on Sunday night?
I mean, they didn't know what they were getting out of Russ.
I'll tell you what, the answer, as always, is that the NFL sucks at making their schedule.
No, Bills and
Thursday night game.
Chiefs and Bills are not in prime time. It's like it's
Yeah, they're
the
not.
Chargers. It's the Chargers.
They flex the Chargers.
Yeah.
Whatever that game is, they
goddamn-
flex that game.
Chargers Cincinnati. That's the game. That's the game
that's
of
what they
Sunday
play.
night.
They flex that game to Sunday night.
Which look, not a bad game.
Wait. So they flex Kansas City and Buffalo to Sunday night.
No, they flex to Cincinnati.
They
Chargers
flex the
game.
Chargers.
So you can.
But it's you can block so many games, and I guess they were like, we're not gonna block this one.
They weren't going to give up Chiefs Bills. They weren't going to give up Steelers Ravens.
Right.
They said,
Oh, CBS. So you're saying CBS? CBS isn't giving it up.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean,
But that's not a bad game either. Chargers and Bengals. That should be a fun watch.
Yes. Watching Lamar Herbert go out there and do his thing,
Look,
But-
he's 7-3, man.
let me get from the Ravens fan, Hendo.
Yeah.
Give me three things that's going to lead you to victory in this game versus the Steelers.
Lamar, and Derrick Henry.
I said three, and you 2 times did over there. My goodness God.
Lamar, Derrick Henry, Marlon.
Okay, what do you need the Ravens to do other than Lamar to win this game?
Play any kind of fucking defense that they can. I don't care who they need to call. Find somebody that teaches this secondary how to properly gauge a wide receiver running down the field. Like Marcus Williams, don't just stand there and look and be like, "Not my guy."
But it ain't gonna happen this week because they gotta figure out how to cover the receivers and figure out how to track Russell Wilson's moon ball. They ain't doing both in the week.
But in all honesty, they got to do something about Pat Freiermuth because we cannot cover tight ends and we do not cover the
You paid
middle of the field.
$100 million to shut down the middle of the field, and you telling me that ain't paying off?
No.
You're not getting that return on investment.
Listen, Snack Smith ain't doing his job. He just
Why gotta be snacks?
because something's making him heavy, and everybody's talking about, well, RougPod must be hurt. He ain't been hurt for 10 weeks. Because if he was, he needs to sit down. If he's been hurt for 10 consecutive weeks, he needs to sit down and stop playing. But yes, the tight end, what we can do with Pat Freiermuth, because I think he's going to be the X factor. I don't know how much they have to key in on Mike Williams, being that he's new to the system. We have to key in on George Pickens. I don't care what our defense is. He's a problem. When we had the number 1 defense in the league, George Pickens got loose on him for the game-winning touchdown. So
that's what Washington said, and then Mike Williams scored the game winner on them.
I mean, yeah, that's true too. No, but that's
Dre said 3 things is third down efficiency, score touchdowns, and O-line block good. Okay.
I mean,
one of those you can't do.
Says they had 10 days to come up with some master plan. This is a mini bye week. We will be ready.
Let's hope.
Steelers will not be able to keep up with us for real. Their offense is not that good, and our offense will be effective immediately.
I love that none of his comments are crossing over to that other side of the.
You're not talking about the defense. You're talking about the defense. but listen, so it's a
no.
Listen, wait. Listen,
we need to play more man defense with two deep man.
Because it's amazing to me how Cleveland hadn't scored 20 points all year, nor crossed the 300-yard threshold. But Jameis Winston came out there and threw for 300-something yards, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers. They scored. So listen, let's not talk about what the Steelers can't do on offense, because they can, and they have. And our defense hasn't stopped anybody outside of Josh Allen. So
they will literally not be able to keep up with us. Okay.
I mean, let's hope. You lost to the Raiders.
Yeah, we did.
Cleveland.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know what you mean. And it doesn't matter how many people you have deep if all they're going to do is stand flat-footed and watch the receiver run by them.
Yeah, George Pickens. I'm sorry. Jamar Chase literally had 5 dudes around him.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about Jamar Chase.
I know you weren't, but I'm just saying.
Jamar. Cedric Tillman ran right by Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson didn't even move. He didn't even flinch.
Yeah, I think Hendo is spot on with a big thing for me is Pat Freiermuth throwing in the middle of the field with him, our running game, and which one are we going to allow? Are we going to allow Lamar? Because kind of looking at Lamar's stats, he really correct me if I'm wrong, Hendo.
You're wrong.
he hasn't had like a 400-yard passing game this year, right? Or he's had like one, maybe. You can think.
No, he hasn't any 400
Nah,
games.
he's come close.
Okay.
Anytime he's got close to 400, they take him out because we just killing him.
So you either need to limit Derrick Henry and live with the results with Lamar, or because I saw Coach's stream today and he was talking about how before with Lamar, when he would do a read option, whoever was going wouldn't even bother with the running back. They would just hit Lamar to just hit him. And I think that's what you're probably going to have to do in this game is just keep hitting him.
Yeah.
Just hit it. Yeah.
Well, luckily for you, he's not like the most difficult dude in the league to hit.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a shame if he was really elusive and fast.
I'm just pointing out. I'm pointing out watching other streams, and what I have seen is that's what you got to do. Is you hit them.
The biggest key in this game is there are 9 guys on the field for the Baltimore Ravens. All the guys not named Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, who need to make sure that dirty ass TJ Watt doesn't get a hand on either one of them.
Facts. And Ronnie Stanley, watch yourself this time. Watch yourself. You know what happened that last time. Dirty ass TJ Watt. Oh no, I'm sorry. And super dirty ass Micah Fitzpatrick. You really got to watch out for his dirty ass.
I mean, he can hit Rashad if he wants. I mean, it's whatever. And it's kind of.
I think we are getting Jackson back this week. He was having some hamstring issues. We're getting back Herbert. Preston Smith will be there in place of Highsmith. Let's be honest, Joey Porter Jr. was not going to have to cover a receiver like he had to against Washington. Really, of that caliber.
He covers Zay Flowers.
Okay,
Zay's top 5 in the league in receiving yards.
Yep.
We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, we will.
But then
can't touch this.
But then you're gonna probably have Minka over the top. So or Elliott.
Okay. I mean, we know Elliott. We know Deshaun. We ain't worried about him.
Jackson's a bum. I mean, I'm assuming you guys would like him if you had him on your team.
Dante Jackson?
Yeah.
I mean, he probably fit in with the rest of them.
No, Dante can play. He's not super consistent.
He's gonna be dishing out hip drops left and right. Yo, if he hip drops Mark Andrews in like the first couple of plays,
I can't wait for Derrick Henry to step on him into the ground.
He ain't going anywhere near Derrick Henry. Talking about.
but that's another thing too. Derrick Henry versus the Steelers has not had good games against us. Like I don't even think he's had over 100 in a while.
Yeah, but this situation is a little bit different.
I'm a little worried. I am a little worried because Derrick Henry looks a little rejuvenated. So I am a little worried about that. But again, if he runs for 150 yards but scores no touchdowns, I'm okay. It's whether Lamar's throwing touchdowns or if you guys are kicking field goal. And honestly, with y'all kicking field goals, Tucker hasn't been hitting like he normally does.
But we scoring touchdowns. So what that mean?
He missed the extra point though.
Wild Herb ways. Raisins can't win. NFL corporations already assigned a win to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So what you're saying?
Did I read that wrong?
No, what you're saying is the NFL is fixed, and they're already saying that the Steelers are going to win this game. That's what they're saying, essentially.
Y'all, you talking about the Ravens now? Not about the Titans. Y'all living in the past. I mean, but I have to go off.
Who the hell is y'all? We didn't say that Derrick Henry was going to get stopped.
But I'm saying it because he's only played for the Ravens this year. I have to go off.
We'll go off of
statistics.
Go off of what you see about the NFL's leading rusher. Go off of that.
He is. So hey, he is. He is. I'm not going to deny that.
I mean,
but again, if he runs for 200 yards and no touchdowns,
listen. Listen, he's no Najee Harris. I mean,
No, he's
Hey,
not.
Najee Harris has been
Najee
picking
Harris
it up.
is the only running back in the league who's had 1,000 yards the last 3 seasons.
Not y'all, the Steelers guy. Steelers guy.
Yeah, Steelers guy. Get it together.
Deontay Jackson is great and an actual catching.
Deontay?
Sorry, what did I say?
Deontay? I know you miss him. I know you want him back.
No, I don't miss. And why do people keep bringing up this whole revenge game like PQ, Deontay Johnson?
No revenge game.
Because Deontay said he got something for y'all. And
did you hear Mike Tomlin talking about him?
Oh well, so I was speaking of that. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on that because I did. I have the clip right here.
To be honest with you, I hadn't thought a lot about it. He's not on a lot of their video, and so at this stage of the week, I don't know that I've weighed what he might mean to the matchup. They got more significant pieces with larger roles that are occupying my attention at this part of the week.
Wow.
But I mean, he ain't lying.
Wow.
He ain't lying.
Wow.
but this is the week they should put him out there.
Yep. Shut Mike Tomlin straight up.
Then you would probably see Troy Porter Jr. on him. But then who's covering Zay? Jackson, probably. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's okay.
You'll probably don't have anybody to cover to say. That's all right though.
It's okay.
I mean, he drops the balls anyway when he plays against us, so we're not really worried about it.
That was then. This is the new Zay.
The news.
And then Deontay, listen, Deontay got something for y'all. I'm telling you, he's going to shut Mike Tomlin.
Is it gonna be not blocking?
He ain't gonna have to block because he's gonna be running past people for touchdowns.
He hasn't run past anyone for touchdowns in like 4 years.
In a few weeks.
Right.
Since he did it.
When did he run past someone for a touchdown?
When he was in Carolina this year.
Well, nobody watches Carolina.
Their game, I guess, but I mean, I saw it. So,
right? Did you though? Because you told me last time you don't watch Carolina.
No. That's not what I said. I said I don't have to watch the full games.
Oh,
they let me know very early how it's going to go. You
watch the highlights.
I can check back in periodically because I know that they're not going to win.
Have you ever touched a football? It doesn't look. I played about 8 years of football for sure. Have I touched a football field in the last long time? No.
You can see like a third of him. What are you even talking about?
But I have touched a football field. So, I mean, I don't know what that relevant to. You didn't play shit? Okay.
Wow.
Cool. I mean, if you say so. I know I played, so. I love people coming into a stream and be like, you didn't do anything. Okay, cool. Unless you actually grew up with me, you just talking out your ass, so I don't really care.
You tell him, Holmes.
You stupid.
Fucking yate.
You don't love shit. What are you talking about?
Maybe he's not talking to you on that one. Why do you keep pulling up the comments?
No one grew up with you.
Just block him.
I don't give a damn. If he wants to come here and talk shit, like he wouldn't say it to my face, because I whoop his ass. So I'm telling him that.
Here we go.
What?
This is why fans like he don't want to go to Vegas with you because you
just well, because it's like it's the weirdest thing on the internet. It really it's the weirdest thing. It's like you're gonna come in a stream.
You don't have to acknowledge everything.
You're gonna come into a stream for no reason and just talk shit about somebody.
He got banned somewhere else. That's all.
He must have got banned from somewhere. I don't know who he is. Don't give a chance.
You do. He must have hit your Wikipedia.
Is that no, I have Horace? Is that a burner account or something?
I don't think so. He'd be talking shit to all of us.
All right, right.
I always would not even realize.
Be careful with this guy. It sounds like he's from Murder Pack. Whatever, man. If it makes you feel better, dude.
Come on, bro. You come on, Suge, you prolong the show. Like, come on.
All right. Okay, let's talk about the Jason Kelsey, Michael Strahan incidents. Ronnie was asking me what was the Michael Strahan incident. I don't even want to go into. I don't even care about that conversation of him not putting his hand over his heart, but he apparently paparazzi went to his house, tried to ask him about the situation. He got upset, pushed the phone out of the guy's hand, things like that. Jason Kelsey, this wasn't a paparazzi person. This person just following him. He was at the Penn State game, and the guy used some slurs toward gay people, toward Jason about his brother dating Taylor Swift. He took the phone, he slammed the phone. Jason Kelsey used the slur back, and TMZ tried to frame it as if he was using the slur, pretty much out of content.
The slur didn't even make any sense to begin with.
Yeah. But I think that when we look at both of these situations, fans, media, players are people too. And if you're gonna stick a camera in their face, expect a reaction. Especially when you're asking questions or talking like that to somebody. Like, you're gonna get a reaction. And the fact that, the kid from Penn State was all upset, and then you had the paparazzi, they always get mad, they always threaten to sue because they break their stuff. At the end of the day, go ahead, Hendo. What were you gonna say?
I just said military. We got personal space. Like I got a 6-foot barrier around me. Don't give him personal space. But what happened? What you mean he didn't put his hand on? He put his hand on his.
So it was
the anthem.
Oh, the anthem. They were.
Oh shit! I'll tell you like this. I'll be at games and I won't stand up. I'll sit down.
Yeah.
And I wish somebody say something to me.
No, I mean, hey, you do you. I think it's weird when people try to do this whole policing thing of what people do.
But it was So when they did the national anthem, and Jasmine, of course, she's just like, look, don't sit down, don't embarrass me. So I'm like, all right, my daughter took me to a game. I'm not going to embarrass you. So then somebody started talking and saying something about something else, and I said, well, listen. If you actually know about anything or you're educated on what's going on, they shouldn't be holding the American flag like that out on the field, because flag code says that that's illegal. But people want to talk about people sitting down and kneeling and all, and then all the people were looking at me like, is that right? Oh, word? And I'm like, yeah, and that guy right there, he shouldn't be wearing the American flag on any of the clothing that he has on. So people need to educate themselves on all parts, not just the parts that they want to talk about, or the parts that they want to glorify and make a story out of. Go to each and every person that's not doing right, but they're not going to do that because they want to make a story. They're trying to sell whatever they're trying to sell to make their money, because that's how they make a living. I ain't mad how you make a living, but don't be a snake about it. And don't be mad when you get into somebody's space and they get agitated and upset, and then they just come at you like, bro, I asked you like 3 times, get the fuck out my face.
Yeah, for sure. No, totally agree with that. Ronnie, your thoughts?
I'm going to abstain because we are going to be talking about this on the show tomorrow.
Y'all still?
Yeah, they just always selling myself.
No. The Jason Kelsey, the Michael Strahan thing is new. The Jason Kelsey thing was planned for last week. We just didn't have time to get to it. We had 3 different court of public opinion things that we ended up only doing one.
That's what all.
But I'll give you my quick opinion on both. Kelsey and Strahan are both right.
All right. Week 8 pick'ems. Let's get it going.
Who's winning?
I am.
I have to go back and look.
Yeah, you said this to me 3 weeks ago, bro.
You ain't got to go back and look. I am.
I'm
Who do you think you are?
I've been winning, and I should still be winning. Yes,
you have not been winning anything.
All right, Hendo, who do you got? Washington or Philadelphia?
Yikes. Give me Philly.
I'm taking Washington against the frauds.
I am also taking Washington. We got Green Bay versus Chicago. Rodney.
Well, things don't look like they're going real well in the locker room in Chicago, so I'm going to take Green Bay.
Hendo.
Whatever Brodney said.
All right, I'm gonna go Green Bay also.
Messed up.
Jacksonville versus Detroit. Hendo.
Detroit.
Rodney.
I'm going to say that I'm never picking Jacksonville, so I'm taking Detroit.
If Jacksonville is playing the Steelers, I would take Jacksonville, but I will be taking Detroit. Minnesota at Tennessee. Rodney.
Minnesota at Tennessee. Tennessee is
That's a tough one.
one of the most nondescript teams in the NFL. But Sam Darnold has started to be Sam Darnold again.
He really has.
I'm still going to take the Vikings, so I'm taking Minnesota.
Hendo.
It's a tough game. I think that Tennessee's going to win, but I'm taking the Vikings.
I'll also take the Vikings. Hendo. Las Vegas versus Miami.
Oh, God. Miami.
Yeah,
Rodney?
Tyreek's back. I'm taking the Dolphins.
Yeah, I made a mistake taking the Rams, so I'm gonna take the Miami this week.
I took the Rams last week too.
I mean, the Rams have won 3 in a row.
Right.
That's why I took them, and then they lost. So,
Fraud.
Brodney, LA Rams versus New England.
I mean the Rams, right? It's New England. I gotta find
New England. I think New England's won a couple games in a row.
the Rams.
Hendo.
Give me New England.
I'm gonna take New England also. Hendo, your favorite team, Cleveland Browns versus New Orleans.
Gosh. James Winston get back game, son.
Cleveland.
That's right. Revenge game. I'm taking Cleveland
Give me
on
Cleveland.
the road.
I'm gonna take Cleveland also. All right, for this game, we'll pick a score 2. Rodney, Baltimore versus the Steelers.
Taking Baltimore on the road, and I think they get it done. I'm gonna say 31-28.
Hendo, Baltimore versus Steelers.
Baltimore Murderland, 35-24.
I got the Steelers winning 28-21.
You know, Lamar Jackson had 3 touchdowns, 200 yards in the fourth quarter last week. You think they're going to score 21 the whole game? Okay.
When he's running from his life from TJ Watt. Hendo. Literally. Hendo, Indianapolis versus New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, my God. Can we call it tie?
Why are you gonna do your boy like that?
You know what? My man gonna redeem himself. Joe Fleazy. Give me Indy.
Rodney.
Yeah, I'm taking Indy. I'm not picking Aaron Rodgers again.
Ever.
Yeah, I'm taking Indianapolis also. Atlanta at Denver. Rodney.
My instinct is to pick Atlanta because Denver is bad, but then you look at Denver's record and it's like, are they not bad? But I watch them and then I'm like, they're bad. But then I look at the record and I'm like, but are they not bad? I don't believe in Bo Nix though. I'm gonna take Atlanta.
Hendo.
Give me Denver. I went with Atlanta over New Orleans last week, thinking this is slam dunk. Nope.
Yeah, I'm taking Denver also. Hendo, Seattle at San Francisco.
Well, I'm not making the mistake of picking Geno Smith anymore. So give me San Francisco. Because he didn't let me down each of the last 4 times that I picked him.
Rodney.
I hate to do it, but Christian McCaffrey's back, and I'm taking the 49ers.
I am also taking the 49ers. Kansas City versus Buffalo. Hendo.
I thought that was Lily. Wow.
I mean, listen. And Buffalo. Kansas City. Somehow they always just find a way to win. Give me Kansas City.
Yeah, I don't know why that took you so long. Josh Allen ain't ended that streak. That's Kansas City all day.
Yeah, I got Kansas City also.
I don't know. This might be a tough one.
Rodney, Cincinnati versus the LA Chargers.
And I do legitimately feel bad for Joe Burrow. He's a great player. and he's stuck on a terrible franchise. The Chargers seem to have gotten things together, and I think they're going to keep it rolling, taking the Chargers at home.
Hendo.
T. Higgins should be back for this game. I'm going Cincinnati.
All right. And Monday night game, Houston versus Dallas.
Houston.
Rodney.
Houston. I'm not picking Cooper Rush or anything. It's Houston. Hendo.
I'm thinking. I mean, my heart's telling me, yeah, you can't trust Cooper Rush or Dallas, but Houston went up 23-7 last week on Detroit and golfed through 5 interceptions, and they still lost.
Detroit's a good team, though.
No, but it was in the second half. And
I understand, but Detroit's a good team, and you were talking about Dallas.
And Houston didn't score him. But yeah, all right, Houston. You're right, Houston.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Houston.
0 points against Detroit in the second half equates to roughly 30 points against Dallas in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to go Houston also.
Roughly.
All right. We're gonna get out of here early because it is
early. It's late.
Usually we do STV talk, but
it's bedtime.
But I ain't gonna lie though, I might start playing STV again because I seen someone playing it. They did an update. I modded my TCG card shop to Magic the Gathering, which it's fun, but it's Eternal Masters and it's kind of just the same cards over and over. But it is fun though to see just Magic cards. So it's kind of dope. But other than that, Hendo, let the people know where they're gonna can find your great content and where they can find you on Sunday, right after the Steelers Ravens game.
Tell us how we can win that ugly ass helmet.
Oh yeah, listen, son. You can find me on the RougPod, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, wherever your social media is. Sunday, 7:30 p.m. 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it, Suge?
Oh, you're in charge. It's not me.
It's not me. Y'all invited me on the show.
Aren't you doing pre, half, and post?
Oh no, I'm not doing halftime. Nothing.
Pre, half, and post.
Post game Sunday. You can find us simulcasting the results of the Ravens Steelers game on this channel, my channel, and talking.
Why don't we simulcast this show?
Yeah.
Because Hendo doesn't want me on his channel.
What do you mean?
So why you
the
thing so I couldn't like?
No, I just sent you. If you look in the private chat, I actually asked if this was your email so I could add you back.
I sent you the email like an hour before that.
He actually did. It's been sitting there for a while. I don't understand why I don't have privilege.
Where'd you send it to me?
It's in a private chat.
Of course. Okay, I'll fix it. Well, because you can only have 2 people.
Oh yeah, and it's always the one guy that you talk to, even though you have conversations with 1,000 people.
It's the person that
no worries, Suge. No worries. It'll just be the 2 of you real soon.
Oh,
yeah, it will. Oh, unless Ferris is coming.
Nobody's coming.
It's going to be Suge and Ferris.
Oh, okay, that's fine with me too.
Like Deadpool.
I'm tired of the discrimination.
Like Deadpool told Logan, "Till you're 90, Hendo."
Yeah, well, I'm 2 weeks away from that.
Rodney, where can people find you?
Well, they can find me over on Lunch Break Hot Take every Wednesday at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time for the LBHT show, followed up by the Overtime show that we do for patrons. And then you can also find me. Well, I mean, I guess sometimes you can find me Monday over on City Tally for the Ravens Roundup on City Tally Films with Coach, with Jose, with Hendo. That's why he's got his thing up there, like where the bloodline put up the ones. Also, Chris Just Joking from Deep Cover Pod and OTR Mike.
Of course you can.
God damn it, Jay. Yeah,
thanks. I gotta ask a question too.
Fine.
Sure.
Fine.
What's up, Hendo? Ask your question.
And then also Tuesdays, you can find me here until Ferris takes my job, because we know that's in the works, because secret streams and conversations
facts
we're having with people. And then I asked Ferris, and he confirmed it.
He did. So
He hasn't confirmed anything.
You will not be seeing this iteration too much longer. But I do have a question for you, Brian.
He absolutely did. So,
are we going to get a Black History fact tomorrow?
Yeah, fuck you.
That is
all right. And you can find me here, Suge9323, on Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Suge9323 on Twitch, and come hang out when I'm live on TikTok, just playing video games, or on Twitch. Appreciate everybody that showed up tonight. Hope you have a wonderful night, and we are out.
That one guy though.
Image, your beats are so fire.